think I'm straight. Y'all keep talking, right?
Yeah, we got the minute countdown right now. 57, 56. I'll let you know.
That sound clear though?
Let me hear it again, man.
The what?
Oh, you sound good.
I was making sure your shit sounded good.
No, man. I had to. Struggle was really real. Damn, man. I needed a Snickers. You know how when they struggling on that commercial, like, yo, eat a Snickers. That's what I needed, yo. I needed a Snickers, yo.
Oh, you sound good today, man.
All right, that's what's up.
All
It's the final countdown.
Yes, indeed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we live. Yo, welcome and greetings, everyone, to This Is It. I'm your co-host, Corey Roy, along my partner in crime, Hollywood. What's up, my brother? Not much. How you doing? It's your boy Hollywood DA here, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Saturday, nice Saturday evening, a great day. Sun basketball team, they won. They blasted their squad too, y'all. They because it's little league. I mean, 8 to 9. So once you go, it was 16 zip. They just stopped keeping score. So at the end of the game, we still said 16 zip.
16 zip.
The other team ain't score. The other team ain't score. Yo. So they probably won like 50 something zip. Yo, it was ridiculous.
Damn.
It was bad. So they went the whole season. They only lost one game the whole year. No, their squad was tough. So that's what's up,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad it's over for right now. I need a break all these Saturdays. Especially with 2 kids doing the basketball, it's like all day thing, man.
That's true, man. That's true. That's that Black Dad energy right there.
Oh yeah. That BDE, Black Dad energy. Black Dad got tired. That energy was a little low. Dad got tired. That's why I got me one of these. I said, I deserve this shit. Go.
That's what's up, man. And joining us as always, last but not least, my man Phenom. What's up, Phenom?
Yo, what's good? Phenom 202 here. Hey, I can relate, Ollie, man. I was at my nephew 7-on-7 last night in the sun. Man, that joint was crazy. And they was playing bad too, so it was doubly worse. Yo. It's crazy, y'all. But yo, I'm ready to get this show started, man. Let's get it, yo. Let's go.
That's what's up, man. Look, everybody, thanks for tuning into the episode. If you're watching this right now, hit that like button, share. You can also find us at This Is It on all streaming platforms. So whether it's Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple, it doesn't matter. We're there. Today we're going to be talking about Loki, episode 3. This
Carl?
one. What?
Hey, how you doing, man? Anyway, ask how you doing, man.
Man, you know what? I'm doing good, yo. But I was tired too, yo. I needed some of that Black Dad energy too. That's why I had to. Well, this is no endorsement time, but that's why I had to pull up one of these, boy, right here.
Got the big thing.
Yeah, man. I needed one of these real bad, yo. But I'm doing good, man. I pulled up got me a little monster, Got my crew with me. It's Saturday. So let's get this thing happening, man. But I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah. And then also, I just want to tell folks, follow us on Stereo. You can jump in on this, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening in the podcast. You can always catch us live on the Stereo app. So, you know what I'm saying? Then you can comment and do all types of things. So definitely give us a follow over there too.
Yeah, absolutely. We are there, man. We definitely going to have and look, if anybody listen to us on Stereo right now, man, please comment, man. We love that, man. Open up to the community. Love to get everybody's comments and see what they thoughts are on the show. As I was saying earlier, we're going to be talking about Loki episode 3. Loki, if everybody knows, if you don't know, Loki is currently running on Disney Plus right now. This show is out for its 3rd week, comes out on Wednesdays, and this particular show, look, I think we're just going to get right in. I'm letting everybody know right now, this is a spoiler review. So that's your warning if it's a spoiler review. So look, pause this video, go watch the show, then come back to us. Yeah, we're here. If you've already watched it, come along on the ride. We got you. All right. So kind of like this, I'm just going to go ahead and start it off, man. Y'all ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's do it. All right. So this episode kind of starts off where it kind of starts off right where it ended. It opens up where they're at a bar, and the variant that we know of, which is Lady Loki, is with C20, and they're having drinks. And the variant, this is where you figure out that the variant is casting illusions, and in the kind of like messing with her mind a little bit. So in this whole time period that they're having drinks at this bar, she's making it seem like they're friends, yada, yada, yada. And during the conversation, that's when the variant asks C20 about where are the timekeepers. And C20 is a little hesitant at first, but then eventually it looks like she does give enough information for Lady Loki to kind of do what she wants to do. That's when Lady Loki notices that people are coming to the facility that she was in, where she was in the mind of C20. And then she immediately, it flashes where she goes through the door, and you start to figure out that the whole disruption of the timeline was really so that Lady Loki could get to the headquarters of the TVA to find the timekeeper, because that's her objective the whole time. On her way to find the timekeepers, she gets into a fight with the TVA employees. She's kicking some serious butt. No lie, she's really kicking some serious butt. Loki follows her. And then as he's following her, they get into a little bit of a tussle there, but not right before Ramona comes in with her time stick to try to like put an end to everything. And right there at that moment, that's when Loki grabs the 10 pad, and Loki and Lady Loki like get zapped into an apocalypse where she's been hiding all this time. And that's kind of where I'm going to stop, because that's kind of like the opening scene and kind of like a little tail into how things start from the episode moving forward. But I'm going to go to Phenom first. Phenom, what were your thoughts on this opening scene, on what Lady Loki was doing with C20, and just your thoughts on the beginning opening of this in general?
Well, it tricked me at first because, you know, when we look at the show, we know like these people come from different, well, we assume different timelines. So when she was sitting there having drinks with the girl, I thought she may have knew her back in the day. They did a really good job, but then, you know, fast forward, you can start see her controlling her mind. So I really like that part, because they were sitting there like homegirls sipping drinks, laughing and joking. Then all of a sudden, that illusion was real. Like, oh my gosh, this is not what it is. I know I'd have to. Well, last week I made some off the cuff comments. I like to walk back. I was against this casting of the girl, but her and Loki's chemistry this episode kind of made me feel like, okay, she can survive. I like it.
All right.
But you know, even getting to, you know, when she figured out how to get back to the TVA and start handling everybody, the Star Troopers. I thought that was cool, because that she was right there. She was at the finish line, and then stuff starts to go awry. So from that part, that scenario that you just broke down, I'm gonna stop there and kick it to Ollie.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Oh, no, I like the beginning, man. Like when they was doing like, I guess it's not really a flashback, but you know, when she was in the brain, like with the different stuff, I was like, you know, I was just like, yeah, she's trying to get her good, you know, and then how it kept going, like she switched it up. She's like, oh, you got the brain freeze, and she started asking like, where's the TVA? You know, how many people guarding the sacred lizards and shit. So that was real cool. And then once she got up in the spot, though, I mean, she started kicking ass. She tried to do a little trick. That shit ain't work. She was like, oh, God. So she started, she started putting in that hand to hand on the motherfuckers, yo. So I mean, it was good. It was good. Did she go through the joint? Because when the judge, the real big boss, came out, when she came out and then fell through the joint, did Loki do that, or did the female Loki did it?
Loki did that.
Loki did it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah, because Loki saw her coming. He was like, "Fuck it, let's go." Like.
Right. Yeah, surprise. That was his whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought to kind of tap on a little bit of what you guys were saying, because I'm going to go back a little bit. When what you were saying, Phoenix, when I saw Lady Loki and C20 together, I thought the exact same thing. I was kind of fooled. I thought that Lady Loki was just going back into a time just to kind of hang out and have some fun. And this is kind of her way of hanging out in between the timelines to get a break from everybody. And she just kept living in this particular place over and over again until the apocalypse happened. That's what I really thought. But then you find out that that's not true, that she's actually playing with her mind to kind of get information on where the timekeepers are. And there was, this is when my mind started to really think about something in particular. I flashed back to the previous scene or the previous episode. And this is when this particular TVA agent, C20, keeps saying over and over again, it's real, it's real, it's really real. Mm-hmm. And I started to think, when I was watching episode 2, I thought she was talking about the timekeepers. But then when I watched this episode, I think when she's saying it's real, it's real, it's real, I think she's referring to her dreams. That dream state that she was in with Lady Loki, she's probably starting to have an unraveling of realization that, okay, maybe this was really real and it's never been a dream all this time. So that's something that I thought about, that I was like, oh, yo, this may come to pass later on down the line, which kind of does later on in the episode, as we may start to figure out. But that was something that I thought of, like, yo, that's kind of cool how that kind of panned out there. But I also loved the Lady Loki cast. And I thought her hand-to-hand, the girl got skills, because as soon as she goes into the TVA, clearly she can't use her magic. And she realizes that really quick, goes right into hand-to-hand combat. And it looked like it was a stunt double on a lot of there's a stunt double on a lot of the shots, but some of those looked like that was her doing it. Like, she looked like she athletically inclined to do some of those moves, which I was like, yo, that's really good.
She's definitely believable. Like I walked that back. Like, I thought it was bad casting, but no, I walked that back all the way.
Yeah, she definitely did good. And the chemistry between her, and I do not know the actress name, but her and Tom Hiddleston, I thought was really good. I thought was great.
I agree.
But other than that, man, I mean, anything else you guys could think of? I thought, but to go back on your question, Ali, yes, when that moment came where Ravonna did chime in, that was Loki that grabbed the 10 pad to make them fall through that particular situation. Because he's like, yo, I'm not getting caught at this particular situation. But she was right there. She was right there.
Right there. She definitely was right there. She was ready.
And it makes you really also wonder, like, how bad is this mission? Because she does state later in the episode that she had been trying to do this for years. Like years in the making. So it really starts to make you wonder. But anyway, I can, that's actually kind of like a transition to the next scene here.
Well, quick question before you transition.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about she don't get in the door though? You know what I'm saying? Like, she got that far. They was on her ass.
Far ahead.
She got to the gold doors and she ain't got a combination. She gonna push some bitches open. What?
She thought she could use her magic.
My
bad.
Okay.
Loki said what she thought.
Yeah, actually, that's true. You know what I think? She thought she had one of them Zelda keys that you could just walk up to the door and the shit just open up. That's what she thought. You know what? You never think about that. Like, how the hell was she going to get in the elevator? Because she didn't have any combination. For real. That's true.
Yeah.
So then the next scene is actually, you have Lady Loki and Loki are now on this planet, it's really a moon called Lamentis 1 in 2077. And this is a particular moon that is going to be destroyed by the planet. Clearly, this is a devastation type situation of apocalypse, because she tells Loki, like, oh my God, out of all the places you could have picked, this is the worst one you could have done. They run for cover. They wind up finding this shelter over to afar. And that's when they realize that the 10 pad is out of juice. And this is when, the variant tries to do her powers on Loki. It doesn't work. Loki tries to say, look, we got to work together to get out of this situation. She doesn't really work with him, but he wants to work with her. But yet they kind of need each other to get out of the situation. And as they're talking and making their way through, this is when she has a really issue about not wanting to be called Loki. She makes a really big point about that. She says she wants to be called Sylvie instead. So this is when we find out that her name is actually Sylvie. And as they're making their way, they want them getting to a particular town that's abandoned. They want to find this lady that blows them. They want them getting information from this lady that says, hey, look, nobody's in this town because they're going to the Ark. And that's when they come up with the plan, like, okay, if we're going to charge up this 10 pad, then we've got to go to this ark because they probably got enough juice on it for us to charge up this 10 pad for us to get off this planet. And that's when Loki gets there to the ark. And Loki impersonates one of the guards and takes Sylvie on as his prisoner, and pretty much off they go on the train. So I'm going to kind of stop right there because in this particular episode, it kind of is like a lot of exposition and a lot of talking, but that's like I'm going to stop right there and kind of go to Ollie at this part. So Ollie, when Lady Loki and Loki or Sylvie are just in this whole transition, what are your whole thoughts about this scene, if there is any?
I mean, that whole like them talking, their little back and forth, like she don't want to help him and this and that. I mean, it was. I don't know. I mean, I ain't really get me excited. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To me, I what you just described. The best part was just like the old lady, the old chain smoking white lady with the big gun, like, blasting their ass off. Like that was funny. You know what I'm saying? Loki tried to do his magic on her. He was like, "Oh, you're beautiful. I love you." Whatever. She was like, "Yo, old man ain't talk like that." Blasted his ass too. So I thought, I mean, I thought that was funny. So it was cool though. You know what I'm saying? They had to make it to the train. They did Loki did his little trick. She did her little trick. They got on the train. So it's all good.
What about you, Fino?
Yeah.
I mean,
but go ahead, Ollie. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
What Ollie said, I mean, like, you know, Loki thought his charm was going to work on the old lady. Said, hey, she missing her loved one. You know, let me impersonate him. But he don't know what kind of relationship he had, obviously, because she shot that motherfucker, yo.
Because it was a chance it could have been him, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was just gone for a long time. He was just excited to see her. Like, baby, I love you. She still shot that motherfucker. She was like, either way.
Yeah. She ain't want nothing.
That's the thing. You know, maybe if Loki said, yo, chick, where my dinner at? He probably got more information out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how he talked to her. But I mean, like, one thing I've seen a million times on every show, people got to get along to survive, and they argue and don't trust each other. So, you know, I didn't really think too much of it. I knew it was necessary for the, for the series. But I'm still stuck on them not understanding the gravity of the situation. I mean, like, and also out of all the places, how are they only allowed to teleport to Apocalypse or something? Because why couldn't you go to a safer spot? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they want to go to those places so they don't get caught off by the TVA. Because those are the only places they can go to and act where it doesn't like cause a variance in the timeline. Because all those people are going to die anyway. You know what I mean? So,
but how does Loki know? How does Loki know which one are apocalypses or not?
Because he studied them all.
And he remembered every single one of them? Or just that or that one?
He's a mystic god, man. Like, the motherfucker can fly and shit. Like,
my bad.
I'll say. I guess I'll just say they give the power of memory too.
Memorization and speed reading. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, because you read all them books. Yeah, you're right. Because that motherfucker went through them books. Them shits was thick, quick.
Yo, that was a tome he went through.
But at the same time, time moves differently in the TVA, so it could have been. He could have read. Yeah. But I mean, like, I do like the fact that she was able to use her powers to manipulate the guard to get on. Loki looked like he was out of place, like he didn't know how to keep it cool like she did. Like, he was very stiff. And the rules worked. They got on. But you'll transition to the next part. What do you think, Corey? I mean, like you
I think you hit the nail on the head. There are parts in this where I don't think Loki he's not taking it serious enough. I mean, the gravity of this situation is bad because clearly she knows, because she's really in a hurry to get off this planet. Probably because she's been there once before and was like, oh no, this is not the apocalypse place that I want to stay at. And she's really trying. You can't chill here. Like, she's really trying to get off this planet. But Loki's like, hey man, we just find this and find that. And he really doesn't quite get it. So I think that little back and forth, you know, you do start to realize he doesn't really understand the gravity of the situation until near the damn near end of it, when he really realized, like, oh, I really did fuck up. You know, I really did mess this up.
Yeah, but you about to transition to that. Yeah, the train scene is a pivotal point of the episode.
Yeah. And let me ask y'all this, man. Did y'all realize that those guards look like Cobra commanders?
Yeah, with the helmet shit.
I was ready. I was like, yo, they all look like they were Cobra commanders. I'm like, yo, is Destro about to show up?
The mask, yeah.
Face shield,
yeah, they need that Kanye mask, face shield shit.
But you know what, Corey and Ali? Yeah. They can't get any help in this universe. No good help, yo. People don't give a fuck about their jobs, yo. The TVA got bad soldiers. Whoever's guarding this damn moon, bad soldiers. They don't give a fuck, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just, I digress, yo. I guess you don't need to have a high school diploma or something to be a guard in the universe or something, man.
You know, you know, and the thing is later on in the episode. Go ahead, Ali.
No, because earlier when you called them Star Troopers, I was like, yeah, or they might as well be Stormtroopers because they worthless. Just the same. Like all
they really are
be worthless.
Right, they really are, man. They don't know anything. I mean, for real. They just numbers on a board, for real. Yeah. They Soldier 1, Soldier 2. That's probably how their name come up in the credits too.
Train guard 1, train guard 2.
Yeah. But this is, you know, the transition of when they get on the train, and this is when this is the interesting part. This is when it kind of slows down, but the whole episode is not really that fast, but it's kind of more of Sylvie and Loki going back and forth. But this is where it slows down, and Loki and Sylvie actually talk. They talk about their mothers. And they seem to share some memories actually together, which is kind of, you know, interesting. They share some memories, but not all memories, because this is when you find out that she does not have memories of her mother, but Loki does. And that's when she asks Loki about his mom. And that's when he goes in detail that she was wonderful. She was Queen of Asgard. She taught him magic. But of course, she taught her own self how to be better at magic, and, you know, which is a lot different. So there are definitely some aspects of her that are a lot more powerful than this current Loki. They share some similarities, but some differences. Also in the conversation, they start tapping on the idea of love. And this is when, and I'm going to make sure I quote this, had to write this down. He asks her, is there any special someone of love in your life? And that's when she says, yes, there was a particular postman that I was involved in throughout this whole thing, being in the TVA. And then she asks Loki if there's a prince or princess. And he says a bit of both, probably just like you. And, you know, which is very, I love that part. Then pretty much right after that, Sylvie falls asleep. Loki gets drunk, starts singing a crazy ass song. Then the passengers on the plane realize that there's stowaways and the guards, and get in contact with Loki and Sylvie. They start to fight them. The guards throw Loki off the train, and then Sylvie follows right after him. So it's crazy. Actually, I should say the Cobra guards get on the train, and because clearly these guards look like they're from Cobra.
Exactly, yo.
I was ready for the red lasers to come out and them just start missing everybody. That was the only thing that was missing, yo. But
look, this is who was fighting them right there, yo.
That's
Cobra Commander had Loki up like, motherfucker, get off my train.
That's exactly who was fighting them, yo. Look at all of them, yo. That was them. That was all the guards, yo. But you guys, man, what were your thoughts about this scene with them sitting down talking and kind of just going over the bits and pieces of their life and stuff like that, and even about their love life? But I'll go out to Ali first on this one.
Yeah, I know. I guess on the internet there was like a little hoopla, like, oh, like Loki's like gender fluid or bisexual or whatever. I guess this is what they was talking about. But I always just figured like, no offense, I just figured rich white people do fuck crazy shit anyway, yo. I don't know if you seen the last episode of Dave. Well, I'm sure fans saw. I was like, yo, that's what rich white people. Yeah, they might. I mean, look, they might fuck you in the ass or watch the parties. Watch the. Don't get too coked up. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was like,
I remember what Dave Chappelle said. He's like, "Fuck carrots."
Exactly. But But no, all that was cool. I kind of like that too. Like, because when she woke up, Loki was out. Loki was back in his suit and everything. He was the life of the party. He was like, yo, fuck, I'm about to get back to myself. So actually, I like that part when he was singing his song. So he had the people singing along. I wonder how they all knew the words, or if it was a song that they knew. I don't. But
True.
no, it was cool. It was cool. And of course, being who he is, I mean, is Loki? He's just like the Marvel Universe fuck up anyway, though. Like, no matter what good, how much something good he got going on, in the end, it's always a little. He don't fuck it up. Do something, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, that's what Owen Wilson said in the very first episode. Like, it doesn't. Your objective in the universe is always to be the stepping stone for somebody else to succeed. So he's never going to get it right, regardless of how hard he tries. So yeah. Go ahead, Phenom. What about you, man?
So look, I'm of the premise. I don't understand, like, even like in like shows like The Walking Dead or something like that. Why do people drink when their life is in danger? I mean, for real, I'm like, straight up, you stuck on this train. You stuck on this train. Didn't have a ticket. You don't know if the coast is clear or not, but you let your guard down so quickly, and you jeopardize what you came to do, the mission. So I mean, like, when he got on the train, switched into his Loki costume, Shorty's like, for real, you gonna take off your outfit now? I mean, your disguise. Yeah. But when they sat down and start having a heart to heart, I mean, I actually was zoning in on it. Yeah. Them going back and forth and just talking and letting their guards down. And then, even with the gender fluid thing, I mean, like, I don't really care about that, only because, I mean, if you watch something like Game of Thrones or something like everybody was fucking each other. Well, it was men and women. I just think that's what royalty does, I guess.
And this is the question for real, because when they was having that little heart to heart, like, it was looking like they was like, opening up and looking in each other's eyes. Is it? I don't know if incest is the right word. What's the word if you fuck your own multiverse self?
You fucking
is that
yourself.
Just some cross universe masturbation? You fucking yourself.
Yeah, multi-cess, I guess that's what it is.
What happens if he knocked her up, yo? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah. That'll be some crazy.
Yeah, that would be, yo. Damn. I didn't think about that.
West Virginia shit. No offense, West Virginia. You're a beautiful state, but it's crazy, yo. I mean, there's a movie called Wild Whites in West Virginia. So that's crazy. But like, even get back on topic, man. I mean, like, for them to sit there and talk, and then him to get up and start drinking and bringing attention to himself. He just can't sit his ass down, and that's the thing, yo. I mean, like, they would have been probably cool if they didn't draw attention to each other, to themselves. Yeah. But he just can't do it. Like you said, Corey, Owen Wilson was like, yo, you fuck up everything, and people use you to be great. But you have the chance to be great, and you just won't do it.
Just can't do it.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, you're so right, man. I mean, this dude, like, when it happened, I even was thinking, like, why is he doing this right now? Aren't they supposed to try to be I think it's conspicuous. I think that's the word, or incognito. Yeah. Just, they're not supposed to be seen. Yeah, and all of a sudden, this dude is he's the life of the party now. He in the middle of the bar, singing, throwing drinks on the floor, yelling. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He took his jacket off. He took everything off, yo. Like, he might as well have ran through the train naked, for real.
I mean, he can't help himself, man. It's a party, man. Wherever he is, it's a party, yo. Can't help himself.
He is the god of mischief. It's just in his nature. Like, I just don't think, regardless of how hard he tries, he is bound to get off track. But I thought it was cool to kind of see him doing that. But I was like, damn, he really fucking up the mission, And of course, she sees it immediately. Is like, dude, what are you doing? I did like the conversation with them, having the back and forth. I really enjoyed the fact that they even, this is huge, actually, to show that there is someone in the MCU that identifies as being bisexual and part of the LGBTQ community. especially somebody as big as Loki. So I really thought that was really huge for Marvel to do that. And the thing about it, like Loki in the comics, you know, he transforms. So even in the comics, he's transformed, you know, into a woman and back and forth. And so that's not uncommon for Loki to do that, because he can transform into whatever he desires anyway. But for them to actually go out and actually do that in this, I thought that was great.
Yeah, I don't know any other character that could have pulled it off. I mean, I think like he has this I'm mischievous, I don't care type attitude.
Yeah.
Manipulative attitude. I mean, it makes sense for him to be that character.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't. But do you think like Thor ass can come out as gender fluid?
I don't think so. I think it was perfect for it to be Loki, and even the way he delivered it, it was like, yeah, this is me. This is what I do, and don't you? You know, it wasn't any hesitation. It's like, this is me. This is who I am, and I don't. This is it. I don't have any problems with it, and I'm sure you don't either. So I thought it was great. But you're right. Any other character like Thor could not pull that off. Loki was it was great. Yeah, I don't think they. I think it was great that they picked Loki. Were you about to say something, Ali? I'm sorry. I think I'm about to cut you off.
Oh no, because I was about to be off subject.
Go ahead, brother. Let's do it.
Second question.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's still on topic with that conversation, because the other part of that conversation that was funny was the adoption shit. And she's like, yeah, adopted. She's like, you didn't know? He was like, oh yeah, they told me. Like, I was like, I wonder if Loki. You think Loki's adopted for real?
In the comics, he is adopted. Yeah, he is adopted. He is.
Well, there you go. Because you know, y'all know shit. I don't know nothing, man.
But that's what
I thought that was funny, yo.
That was his beef, though.
I did. What's that?
Mm-hmm.
That was always Loki's beef with Thor and Odin, because he wasn't the real son, and he always felt. But the mother loved him like she buried him. You know what I mean? So, but it was this. I don't think Thor ever said you're adopted, or Odin ever said you're not my son. It was just that he already had that in his brain that he was adopted, so he can never be one of them. But they never treated him differently, so that's why, you know, that's part of his fuck up.
It's like that. You already mentioned Game of Thrones. It's like that Game of Thrones. This one boy up in there,
Jon Snow.
Not Snow. Even though it's Jon Snow,
you know nothing, Jon
kind of
Snow.
like the bastard, but he wasn't. The other motherfucker they stole, they treated like a son when they beat the dudes off the boats.
Theon? Was it Theon?
But Theon Greyjoy?
Reek.
Reek.
You got renamed.
I forgot about Reek. Yo, man, Game of Thrones was awesome, man. But Reek, yo, I'm going off the subject, but I know. Do y'all watch Game of Thrones? There was so many moments when I thought Reek was gonna. Whoever was the actor that was Reek would like switch it off and on so good when he would like be really powerful and like, yeah, I'm Reek, I know what I'm doing. And then when he would get around that guy, he would like cower and be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, yo. I'm not going nowhere.
He ate a sausage in front of him, but also he's good as playing a sucker character, because he was also the dude that killed John Wick's dog.
Oh yeah, he was.
That's right. I knew I seen him before.
Yeah, okay.
So
when I was watching that movie. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And see, that's what started the whole thing with John Wick.
He switched up in that both a lot, just like you were saying, Corey, because he'd be talking all that shit. This a lot of he let John Liggy smack him.
Yeah.
The one called his dad. I'm like, come on, man. You can't let this dude smack you in front of everybody, in front of your people.
Yeah.
Motherfucker when they call daddy.
Exactly, yo. He was all tough until John came to the club. He was in the swimming pool and shit.
Oh, yeah.
He was all tough then. Then he was running out the club, half naked.
Yo, we need to find that club though, yo. A club with an indoor swimming pool.
Oh, that shit look live, yo.
That shit crazy, yo. We gotta find that club. We're going to Prague, whatever the fuck.
I thought they was in New York.
In the U.S. They probably was somewhere in New York, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, they was somewhere in New York. It's some hotel. I don't know where it was, but that joint was off the chain, man.
Yeah.
It had a swimming pool downstairs. It was crazy. And the walls were like glass. It was dope, man. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that was freaking dope. Yeah. You know they're coming out with another Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
They got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, they got prequels, but they doing this. They about to expand the whole universe.
Yeah,
that's something we're gonna have to definitely touch on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a Game of Thrones fanatic. I don't care if people hated the last season. I didn't hate it as much as other people.
No, that's awesome.
It was, you know, I want to say what Game of Thrones was. It was just like when we talked about a couple. It was that landing of the plane on Top Gun Nintendo. They did not land the plane, yo. I don't care. It's impossible. You know, they could have landed the plane, but they really fucked up the landing, yo. They really did. Yeah. And you know, and we'll talk about Game of Thrones later, but my main thing with Game of Thrones on that last episode was there was so much build up to Winter is Coming and the Night King. And we barely got this one small episode of them finally fighting up in Winterfell, and that was it. I was like, that's it? That's how he killed the Night King? That's it? I was like, man, nah.
I mean, I liked how they killed the Night King. I just didn't like. All right, so they fucked up the whole season. Even though I said I didn't hate it as much as other people. That mean I didn't like it a lot.
See, there you go. I mean, he's like out. Go ahead.
Me and wifey was in the basement watching it on the movie screen. Right. The shit was dark as fuck. And we was like,
oh yeah, that whole episode was dark.
And we was like, yo, I was pissed. I was like, I tried to go download it somewhere. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Then HBO come out and said, oh yeah, that shit was dark.
It was.
Yeah. No shit. That shit was horrible.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of this was just to me, it was just like once they got out the books, it turned into a regular TV show. Like before the book, or when they was when they had the source material, the books is crazy. So like they was doing shit you normally don't see on TV, like killing off main characters. Like people died in Game of Thrones. Like normally, they would roll them motherfuckers out for about 6-7 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once it went off the source material, it turned into a regular TV show to me. Basically, like the tropes and that, like how the plot lines. It went from that to like shit you would see on just TV.
But I got a question for y'all though.
And then also, my bad. But before the last couple of seasons, a lot of Game of Thrones was like kind of it was slow, like for lack of a better term. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was a lot of like dialogue, but it was like slow. Like, when I think like Queen of the Dragons was over there, like she never even saw the rest of the motherfuckers like for years and years and years. Like it was slow.
Yeah, it was like season 4 before she saw somebody.
So once it was like, we about to end this joint, everything just speeded up like so fast. Like they was going all the way to north, back down here. To there, like it was just all so fast. So it just kind of changed up the whole, the flavor of the show to me.
But
you hit the nail on the head.
Like I guess because I'm not famous, I'll never be famous unless we get this podcast popping. Hopefully we do, but why do people like fuck up their legacy? Meaning that you on a show that's been on for 8 years. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows you. They don't even call you by your real name no more. They call you by your show name. Yeah. Why do you feel like you should, like, even like with George R.R. Martin, you have the whole world captive. So he's sitting there like, I got the whole world captive. I ain't got to do shit till I would feel like doing it. That's not acting in good faith, yo. I mean, like, of course everybody's going to watch it, but you have this chance to be one of the greatest human beings on earth in entertainment by making people. I mean, because really we're just blurred to a certain level, but there's some people that's got cosplay. They got people that do shit all the time. That's their life, everything. You know what I mean? And I just don't like. I mean, I think it's kind of selfish for the Game of Thrones to rush that last season out like that. I mean,
especially when they made us wait 2 years. That was the thing.
We literally so we're 43, 44 years old. Game of Thrones was on for 8 years.
8 years,
right?
Yeah.
So that's almost a fifth of our life. We watched the Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? 8 years we've invested into this TV show to be let down.
Yeah, that was, I think, yeah, you guys are hitting all the key points on why I think the last episode is so polarizing. Like, you like the last episode because you've gone on the journey with all these characters, but it was just so rushed. Like, all of the things were tied up in a bow without any real depth of explanation. Like, everything, the battle with the Night King, Daenerys Targaryen turning into the Mad Queen, that just was like the next episode. She just went she just started killing motherfuckers. Like, where did this come from?
She went from freeing slaves to just murdering the whole town. So. Yeah,
and the battle with the Night King, that episode was so dark you couldn't even see it, and you're like waiting for this to happen. Like, it was, that's what it was. The you know, one of the things that we had all waited on, what was the guy's name? The Mountain versus
his brother. Yeah.
His brother. Yeah. Oh, I cannot remember his name.
Clegg, something like that.
Yeah. I was excited to finally see that battle. And it was a good battle, but I think the fact that it happened at the same time Daenerys was tearing up the city, it just watered it down. But it was just, they wrapped up too much too fast. And then the whole thing at the end with Jon Snow, and it's just too much, man. That was the thing. It was just too much too fast. So, but we'll definitely go on much more detail because they're bringing out another Game of Thrones, and supposedly this Game of Thrones is supposed to be a prequel to the Game of Thrones that we saw, where they're going back to the house of Targaryen. So
I think that's a good storyline. But you know what? They should have got Zack Snyder to redo the last episode of Game of Thrones, yo.
We just saw how Zack can do everything. Yeah, well, you know what? I hope they don't have to redo this Loki shit. We'll see. We'll see. Loki don't land? Is this Loki don't land?
You know, right now, look, man. Okay, we're going to get to these last two scenes because this episode was the shortest episode out of all the episodes so far. So, circling back to the Loki episode, we ended off where Loki is thrown off the train. So this is when Loki finds out that the 10 pad has been destroyed. Let me make sure I get to the right part. Yeah, Loki's found out that the 10 pad has been destroyed. And this is when he's actually walking with Sylvie and they start having a conversation back and forth. And there's a key part of this conversation that comes out that I definitely want to get you guys' thoughts on. This is when he's talking with Sylvie, and Sylvie starts talking about how the enchantment works. She's like, well, it really doesn't work the way you think it works. I had to really dig into their past to make them see things, or, get into their past. He's like, well, how do you do that? And that's when she starts talking about how I had to really go back into where this person used to be. And that's when she says, like, all the TVA agents are variants and that they've been taken and their memories wiped. And that's when Loki's like, whoa, I did not know that, because they don't know that. That is like a real big key part of information. So I'm going to stop there.
We thought they
go ahead, Ollie.
They must be all test tube babies. Go ahead.
No, I'm pretty much going to stop there, because then it's really just the finale scene, which is them kind of just running around in the town that's blowing up. But what were your guys' thoughts when you first heard this piece of information that the TVAs, the actual employees of the TVA have actually been taken in their actual variants, just like Loki? Phenom, I'm gonna go with you first.
I mean, if we go back and check the tape, I did throw that out there as a plausible explanation. But I mean, it makes sense. Were they variants that they happen to save? I mean, like, from dying, meaning like, hey, you broke the variant time rule law, so we're gonna bring you in, but instead of resetting you, we're just gonna make you work for the rest of your life at the TVA. You know what I mean? But I do like the fact that they brought that up, because yes, Loki needs to listen to Sylvie, because Sylvie knows this game. She knows what's going on. She's been jumping around for years. So it's good to see that their trust factor is starting to come together. But one part that you kind of glanced over was Loki fucking up, and then guess what? You fucked up the thing again. You broke the broke the time joint to get to teleport you off the island, then off the moon. But I mean, like, it those type of things is like you have to lay your cards on the line with both of y'all run a chance of dying. You know what I mean? And it just so happened, like, they started to connect and like, oh shit, I broke the shit. We can't get off the planet now. Right. Off the moon. But I mean, I think the variants, and that kind of harkens back to what you said at the beginning when she was talking to the other to C20. And yeah, she traveled. I mean, like she was in her mind, but it made you seem like C20 had a life outside of that. She wasn't always, you know.
Yeah. So you're right. You're right. I mean, that could be like she could have traveled back and just been talking to her. I mean, even though she's like in her mind, I should say, but that could have been a real memory from Shorty. Like that could have been her favorite restaurant because she was a real person at one point. So she didn't just go there and be like talk. You know what I mean? The familiarity. So I mean, the only thing is, I guess the only thing I disagree with you, Finn, is as far as like when they're dealing with the variants, it couldn't have been like we reset you work here because. Them motherfuckers jumped in the timeline. They would have been like, yeah, we'll work here, but they don't be plotting the whole time. So they had to like wipe their memories. They must have did some more, Men in Black shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the like, wipe their memories. So, but for real, once I heard that, it was just like, oh, what we was talking about last week. I guess we was right because I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh, they the bad guys. Like, you know what I mean? There's no doubt in my mind now that they the bad guys.
The TVA's the bad guys?
Yeah. And there's no doubt in my mind that Mobius, is that how you say his name?
Mobius. Yeah, Mobius.
And I'm not familiar with the comics, folks, so I don't know. Y'all may have some stuff that I don't know, but to me, I'm just like, oh, I already know he about to flip on the TVA too. Like, they all gonna team together. It's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, and they all go and see who these reptiles is. Now, if there's reptiles or not, the three, whatever the fuck, lizards, supreme grand lizards,
right?
Like the KKK, or if it's the judge. Like I'm still thinking the judge got like some shit. So I don't know. But yeah, once you said that though, to me, I was like, it's a wrap. I was like, oh yeah, the TVA the bad guys.
Yeah. I will say this though, if we don't get to see the motherfucking lizards through these whole 7 episodes, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? Unless they figureheads or what have you, but I mean they keep talking about it. We got to see the timekeepers. Like,
I think so. Yeah, I agree, man. I think when I heard that, I immediately was like, yep, exactly what I thought. There was something about the TVA that just was not right, and it's like I had said earlier in the previous episode. Are they like the Wizard of Oz? Like, what's really behind the curtain? And that's when I started to think, like, yep. TVA is not what we really think they are. Those dudes are really the bad guys. The fact that they're taking these people out of their own timelines and making them variants, wiping their memories, that explains why the dude didn't even know what a freaking fish was.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't know anything about Infinity, so he didn't know anything. He's like, yeah, I've just been here the whole time. Well, really, he's just been there because that's all his memory knows. It was also very interesting, made me think about Mobius, like, this explains why Mobius has an obsession with jet skis. Like, he likes jet skis, and it's probably because they probably snatched his ass up while he was vacationing in Miami somewhere.
Yeah, for real. He was probably right. He was trying mid-joint.
That's exactly what probably happened.
Yeah. He was probably on a jet ski, double fisting, couple of beers, shorty behind holding on, top flying off. He having the time of his life.
Yo, that's exactly what I thought. Yo, that's why he can't get them jet skis out of his head, because there's a memory there. That's like, yo, Mobius was having the time of his life in Miami, yo, on them damn jet skis. And they snatched his ass up right off a jet ski, yo. For real. He had girls around him, drinking on a yacht. Who the hell knows where he was, but they got his ass.
They got his, they came and snatched his ass up.
Snatched his ass up, man. So, that made me think about that too. And also going back to C20, it really made me go back to that beginning scene to think like, okay, that was a real thing. It's just that Sylvia was placing herself in her real memory to make her think it was really something that was going on. And that's why she kept saying it's real, it's real, it's real. Because I think that when Sylvia did that, it started to possibly unravel whatever mind erasing device that they had did, and that's why she was speaking like that. But yeah, TVA is messed up, and we got to see Mobius on a damn jet ski at the end of this damn episode.
Oh yeah, you know that. The last and final scene, or even after credits joint, it's got to be him on the jet ski.
Just for real, yo, yeah. And I think that Mobius, he's going to go against the TVA. He's going to find out what's going on, and him and all the variants or Loki, they're all going to team up, and find out exactly who the hell is really doing all this shit. Yeah, I think so too. That was probably to me the biggest part out of that whole episode, because then after that it really just goes right to Loki and Sylvie going right into the town where the Ark is and just running like hell, trying to break loose. Things are going nuts. They're trying to get to the Ark, but really at that point time just gets the best of them and they're just too little too late, because at that moment a projectile comes down and destroys the Ark, and we end on a cliffhanger, and it just seems like there's no way they're going to get off this moon, even though we technically know they are going to get off this moon, but we just don't really know how it's really going to happen. So that's kind of where the episode ends, and I really have no idea how they're going to get off of this. Like, what are they going to do?
Well, before we get too far into Cole, we got this comment, man. You want to
Oh snap! Let's go. Let me get to that right. Hold on. Let me get myself straight. I don't. You got this comment?
I see a comment.
I see it. I see it.
As a host.
Nah, I see it. I see it.
All right,
I see it.
Pop that.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
Y'all know.
Yo, what up, Corey? What up, Ollie? What up, Phenom?
Y'all know.
So yeah, fucking like, I don't know, like I liked the first 2 episodes of Loki, but the third one it was just boring for me. But obviously, so the fucking time variant, fucking anal police. So obviously, fucking they are going to revolt, because we just found out that they are variants. So if we just found out, it's only a matter of time until they find out they're variants and that they weren't created by the fucking time cunts. But yeah, guys, fucking, if you can't tell, I'm drunk. But I'll stay for a bit. So, keep it fun, keep it exciting, but most importantly, guys, as always, keep it.
Yo, I need what he need. What he got, man?
Go ahead.
Oh man, yo, great comment, yo, and look, drunk comments are the best comments.
a lot of truth come out with that.
Cheers to that. Jocktivist.
He had a whole bunch of adjectives to describe the TVA, man.
He did.
Cunts and anal police. Okay.
Yeah. Time cunts, anal police. He had them all in there, but that's so true. That's so true. Yeah. And you're right. Thank you for the comment. And if you have other comments, please chime in. We love to hear from you again. But I agree with you, man. I think clearly these TVA agents or employers are going to find out really soon. Now that Loki's found out, the word is going to travel fast, and it won't be long before they figure out exactly what the hell is going on. And I'm sure the first person they're going to go to is Ravonna, and we're finally going to see what is her deal with all this. Is she going to be like, what, really? Or is she going to be very in denial? And is she a part of this whole TVA scheme and trying to keep everybody in check? So it makes you wonder what's really going to happen. I mean, that's for real.
Yeah. Well, for the record, so all right, you're just spitballing. How do you think they're going to get off the moon? What's your prediction?
I was really thinking about this watching this episode, because this is like a real deal cliffhanger. Like I was watching a TV show where I really just have no idea what they're going to do next. I'm thinking that possibly they're going to do whatever they can to show some type of disruption, because this is the unfortunate part. All of the TVA employees have gone to all different timelines. So hopefully one went here, because I'm sure Mobius is looking for Loki, and he's probably dipping and diving into different places to figure out where Loki possibly is. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Mobius is going to show up because he's trying to find Loki in all the different apocalypses, because he knows that's where he went. But
that's good. I was just gonna say that's good, because I didn't think about that. That's probably that is good, because like you said, he already knows that they hide in apocalypse.
Right.
Somebody said
apocalypses
where everything blows up. so he can he's gonna have like, you know, a list of places where they might be. So when everybody dipped out, he might just be, you know what I'm saying, checking all of those. So
yeah.
But I do got one thing to say about that final scene, you know, that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
Was the motherfucking building was about to fall on Loki. This nigga said, "Rah!"
Yeah.
And the building went. So why the fuck you been fighting all these agents for the last hour?
Right.
Yeah, yo. He
I'm like, why the hell are you sitting here throwing hands with these dudes when you could just be like, boom, boom, boom? Like, you know, I was
how did
he do
that,
shit, yo. I was like, I hate that shit. But that's some shit. Oh, my bad. I mean, I'm just saying, that's some Marvel Universe shit. That's what they always... You have superpowers and your ass is fighting with the drunk in the local 7-Eleven. Y'all having an all-out scrap. And then all of a sudden, you lift up a building. I was like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
I thought the same thing, man. This was a big-ass building.
Doctor Strange on. That's what Doctor Strange did. Doesn't he stop time and make people... Come on, man.
That's what I thought he did. I thought he kind of did a time stone thing, but really he just stopped the building and moved it back. But I was like, damn, that's a big ass building. I mean, he pulled a Yoda move, you know, like from Star Wars. Like he moved the building, but yet you're right. He's throwing hands with all these folks. Like, dude, why are you even throwing hands? Just throw these people against the wall. Like you got Jedi powers or something, you know. So that's true. That's true. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Definitely
we got another comment here.
You definitely need to do a try not, just do. There's no try. Do or do not. There is no try.
There you go. There you go. Do or do not. We got another comment from my man here. Let me know when you are ready.
Go ahead and start play on that joint. You know what I'm saying? We're here with this my man Jacktivist has to say here.
And also, fucking, like, I don't know if you guys are into the comics, but I am. And, so yeah, female Loki in the comics, like, obviously, like, the time variance authority, anal authority had nothing to do with that. Fucking, that was to do with a spell that, I can't remember who made the spell, but, it changed half of the Asgardian gods into women. And, yeah, but my point on that is the female Loki, like, in the series, like, where's the tits, man? Like, check out the fucking comic book female Loki. She's a thick bitch. In a good way, like, you know, she's got them titties, she's got that ass, and she's dark hair. Like, yeah.
Yo!
Oh my God!
So basically, he's trying to say the Loki in the comic books was like Miss Incredible. Miss Thickens.
Talking about Elastigirl.
They try not to hypersexualize Marvel characters, yo. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
you said yo, she was thick, yo. You can't have all the powers and not be thick.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, man. She's thick as all get out. She's thicker than outside. You know? Yeah, my man. Keep them coming, Jacktivist. You know, make sure I get that Jacktivist. All right. That's a good one.
That's crazy.
We got another comment. Let me know when you're ready for that.
Go ahead and hit the play. You know how it go.
Yeah, but guys, you gotta remember now that Marvel is owned by Disney. So yeah, they're gonna always go for entertainment over logic, even if it fucking contradicts what the fuck they said in the last episode or the fucking last.
I'm about to incorporate that into my daily life, yo. Just look at everything as entertainment over logic.
Oh yeah. That's. Oh my bad. Oh look, I started saying yeah. I ain't say a thing after that, man. You know, so come say me.
But yeah,
either way, yeah. It's Disney. I mean, it's comic books, man. It is what it is. It's definitely entertainment over logic. You have no argument with me there.
Nah. And you can apply that to your everyday life, yo. Even with any kind of climate we got going on in the States. TV, news, whatever. It's all entertainment over logic, yo. That's a good ass saying.
Yeah, and what Jacktivist is saying is simply that how we were talking about how Loki was able to move that building, but then all episodes and long he been doing fisticuffs with folks, and then all of a sudden he gonna throw a building across the, it's like he just saying it's entertainment, it's Disney. Like, okay, let them throw a building this episode, but then let them fight with the hands next episode, So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's all about the entertainment factor. So there you go. Yeah. See what else we got going on here. So any other thoughts? Okay, so pretty much that's kind of where it ends up. I mean, I think, well, let's see. Hold on a second. I think we might have
one more.
I think we might have one more. If I can get to it, just a second. John's going a little slow here.
Yeah.
Gotta love the technology. All right, here we go. I'm hitting it right.
It's a little delay. It's a little delay. So on the comments, so I'll give you the thumbs up when it's done. You know what I mean?
It's a little delay.
Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Enjoying the talk. I just seen it a few moments ago. And yeah, I mean, I could never understand the logic how a character that can move entire buildings out the way like they're nothing can't use that power to fight off a few guards. But what's more perplexing to me than that is the fact that Loki can teleport. So why not use that teleportation ability to get your ass on the ship so you can take it over and get the fuck off the planet? Like, why go through all this cat and mouse shit on the ground when you have the powers to transcend all that nonsense? But yeah, I mean, they want entertainment over logic. It's understandable.
Yeah, man. Biracial Black, welcome back, man. Glad to have you back on the show. And dude, you hit the nail on the head. I didn't even think about that because you are right. Loki can teleport. He really can.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yes, he can. Yep. This particular Loki can do that. Yes, he can teleport. And he could have easily teleported his ass on the Ark. God, I didn't even think about that.
Yo, that's now this makes you think. He making me lower my rating on the episode now. Because now I'm thinking like, yo, this is some bullshit. Loki can do all this shit, and they're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is Loki doing running around and come on, man. Like, that's wild. That's wild.
He can teleport. I didn't even think about that. He can teleport. He can change his figure into different people like he did, as a guard. He could have done anything to really get where he needed to go. He could have pretended he was one of the rich folks on the train. I mean, but I didn't even think about that.
Like when they rushed, we could have switched up and be like, boop.
Yeah, he really could have. I mean, we're man, people are plucking holes in this whole thing now, yo. It may actually lower my rating too.
I know they fucking me. Biracial Black, that makes about 66% Black. So I'm rolling with that shit too, player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good one. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. We got another comment. If go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's the whole thing though with any like superhero movies and I mean whatever. It's like you gotta give them these powers where they can do this outrageous shit. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like if I'm Omni-Man, like from Invincible, if I'm Omni-Man, I can just do anything, whatever. There's really no drama in it. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like, or watch One Punch Man. You watch One Punch Man? The anime, right?
Yeah.
Like he just be going, boop, that one punch and fucking everybody up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be looking for a challenge. He just be like, he waiting on a challenge. Because there's really no drama in it. Because I could just punch like the one time and this is done, yo. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like the...
You make a good point.
It's like the conundrum. Is that the right word? I don't even know if that's the right word or not. But it's just like the conundrum, like, because we got to have like some drama. But at the same time, like, you got the power, so I don't know.
You're right, man. You make a really good point. It's a conundrum. It's a sticky situation. It's a catch-22, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, there's all kind of name for it because yes, he does have the powers, but if you rely too heavy on those powers, it becomes boring, it becomes stale, and there's no drama. So you have to find the balance where they're using their powers, but they ground it where you feel like there's some stuff at stake. So I think that's what they were trying to do, because we would have never felt the severity of the situation of them getting off this planet, or the stakes or the gravitas of the situation, if we didn't see them running around with their necks cut off. You know, that's the only thing.
I just like to say, I could barely get out the word conundrum, and Corey spit out 5 cliches that use the same thing in a matter of like 2 seconds. Shout out to Corey. You the man, yo. That's why we gonna blame it on the alcohol, yo. We gonna blame it on the alcohol. Nah, that ain't that. Blame it on this smooth ass brain, because I was shit. This be.
Look, I was trying to save you, because it ain't a podcast to Ollie fuck up a word or two.
It could be 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. I ain't know what the fuck that is.
What you talking about, like when he said gazelles last episode?
Gazelles instead of azaleas? Motherfucker had some gazelles he was trying to get off the shelf. Gazelles? What the hell is a gazelle? I ain't say gazelle. Oh, you said gazelle.
I got the mumbleese, yo. I speak mumbleese, yo. So go on in there.
Ollie one of them dudes, Corey, they be like, I'm like, trying to get a word out. People like, I know, baby. I know what you're trying to say, baby. You ain't got it.
Where's my boy King of the Hill? That's my idol, yo.
Boomhauser. Oh, Boomhauser.
Me and Boomhauser go back.
Yeah, we understand what you're trying to say, yo.
Yeah, yo, you know, it took me a whole season of watching King of the Hill before I finally started to understand what Boomhauser was saying.
Oh, it's crazy because like the first time I heard him, I was like, well, I knew everything he's saying. I was like, oh shit, somebody finally speak my language. It's like when you go to another country and you find somebody speak English. Like, I was happy as a bitch. I was like you be somewhere, you be like, go nobody speak. Everybody over here speaking Italian. You find out one motherfucker that speak English. You be like, yo, what up, man? Boy, we're family.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Oh man, it's hilarious. I'm sweating, yo. I'm laughing so hard right now. We got a couple more comments. You want to hit those before we close this show out?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Let me know.
Oh no, you go ahead. You know it's
okay.
So yeah, bro, you gotta remember, like, same with teleportation, man. You gotta remember, like, the TVA, you know, like fucking time variant, fucking anal associates, fucking like they are pretty much controlling fucking Loki, like they choose when he has his powers and when he doesn't, like yeah, I know in the latest episode it's not like that, but the first 2 it was. But also, like, if you guys are into the comics, fucking, so there's a theory with Deadpool, and it's more of a theory, like, it has, like, it's been mentioned in the comics as well. So, like, obviously, you guys know Deadpool. So, yeah, the theory is, or the rumor is, that Loki is his dad.
Wow. I you know, I never even heard of that theory before. And I'm even trying to figure out, like, how is that possible? Now, I know at the end of Deadpool 2, Loki was jumping in and out of timelines and the credit scenes and having a lot of fun and stuff like that. So, wow, if that is the case, hey, I'm in for it. You know, now that Marvel has the rights to Fox, they can do what they want. You know, Deadpool falls under that umbrella too. So I'm excited to see Deadpool, X-Men, Fantastic Four. Bring it on, man. Bring it on to the Marvel machine. I'm ready. Anybody else have thoughts on that?
I'm trying to see how that works. Yeah, I mean, it could be possible. I mean, like, that, like, he just blew my mind right now.
Man, Deadpool, that may be why he got His attitude. Like his attitude, he got that ass. He got the asshole gene, just like your boy like Loki. So so I guess never know, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think if you just jump around time and do all shit, you got a time stone, man. How many kids would I have? It's not even on. I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna be on my Nick Cannon shit. Tough.
Yeah.
So which timeline you gonna end up on Maury? One of them
you are the father.
Child support follow you everywhere. You could be in 27 different timelines.
You're right.
That's your sup don't care. They'll find you, yo. Like, you work a job in this time. Oh, you work 27 different jobs and 27 different timelines. Oh, we going on.
No, they hit you for every check.
Yeah, we garnishing all them checks.
What's this coming out my check, yo? I ain't even in this timeline no more.
Just think you just a regular hard-working Loki. You're not even like all of a sudden you just see a shit coming out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like,
moving UPS boxes. Talking about what the fuck is this just up coming out my check?
That's so true, man. That would be, I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, who the hell is Jacina? Who is these kids? Yeah, man.
All over the place.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yo.
All right, we got
I'm sure. Hold on, yeah. I'm sure Loki got a few though. Just scattered about the city, yo. Like, it's no question. There's no question.
Absolutely.
He got some just scattered about the city. So
yeah,
that'd be crazy.
You already know that. All right, I'm gonna hit this comment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean they only got 3 episodes left before they finish off Loki. I think it was only slated for 6 episodes, so they got a lot of ends to tie up, as well as introducing other movie franchises which were rumored to be making some type of an appearance within this particular series. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tie all the loose ends within 3 episodes. But with that being said, I wanted to ask you guys something that is non-Loki related, but is related to the MCU. Have you guys seen the latest trailer for Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings that dropped? I think it was, 2 or 3 days ago? You guys got any thoughts on that trailer if you've seen it? Just curious.
Biracial black man, great comment, man. Always good to have you chiming in. I have not, unfortunately, I know it just came out a couple of days ago, but I have not had a chance to watch the latest trailer from Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. I wish I had now so I could respond to your comment, because I'm really excited to see this movie. I saw the first trailer, which I thought was freaking dope. But I have not seen that trailer to answer your comment. I'm really kind of interested in what you were tapping on there, because I'm wondering if something in the trailer showed something that's possibly tied into this Loki series or in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that you know of that was possibly shown in the trailer. So I'm really interested on what you saw. So I'm definitely going to have to check this out after this episode. Anybody else have a comment?
I mean, I saw the trailer. Definitely got to watch it. It does tie to the Marvel episode because the villain in it ties back to a previous Marvel.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm playing the trailer right now on the screen, but.
All right.
But it's not to be good. It ain't to be good pod.
Yeah, it's
and
we don't have audio.
This is why you should come subscribe on YouTube, yo. This is it podcast on YouTube. Go over there, hit that subscribe button, watch the joint, doing real time. You'll see. You'll see what we seeing right now on our screen. So we got it. We got it going on over here.
Yep.
Yeah. We were actually watching the trailer right now. So let's see. It's so far so good. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's better than goddamn Iron Fist, yo. It look like kind of Iron
Fist. Dog. It's gotta be better.
It's gonna be way better than Iron Fist.
They fucked all that shit up.
Hey, Iron Fist. All right. I don't know if y'all know, but Iron Fist was in Game of Thrones too.
that guy that played Danny Rand was in Game of Thrones.
Danny Rand was in Game of Thrones. So, you know, he was the gay partner to Shorty that Jeffrey married, and then he ended up dying at the wedding. But her brother was his partner.
Sure.
All right, so you remember like Marjorie,
the Red Wedding.
Not the Red Wedding. Remember when Jeffrey got killed at his own, like he was making fun of he got poisoned. Yeah. He married Shorty. But and then the Shorty ended up about to marry Jeffrey's brother. The one that Tommen that jumped off the balcony.
Yes.
She was the High Scepter took her captive, but her brother was in jail too for sexual.
Because
dude that he was sword fighting with.
Oh yes.
Okay.
God, I didn't even put. You know what? You're right. Just as Pedro Pascal was from the guy that got beat by the mountain because he was swinging that damn stick too long.
Yep. Yeah, and he was sword fighting too.
And fucked up.
Yeah, that's that area. So he got a little too comfortable. But I mean that's the thing. Like even with the Iron Fist. I mean, I hated Danny Rand. I mean, like I hated Iron Fist.
Yeah, I think
they dropped the ball on that. It was so bad.
It was so bad.
Yeah. This was not
God.
Good.
But I mean, this kind of looked kind of campy, like Iron Fist, man. I mean, like
I think it looked better. I thought it looked better than that.
I think Shang-Chi is gonna be way better than Iron Fist.
I think so too.
Yeah, but I think so. Well, we'll see though. I mean, I'm really excited about this actor. I've heard great things about him. I just love what I'm seeing right now. I mean, I think bringing an Asian actor, this just blows me away. I'm like, it's time. Let's do it and let's get it right. So I'm excited about it. Yeah. So before we end this episode, okay, so it's time now. It's time to rate this episode.
Yeah, we don't have no dramatic music, but doom doom doom. So coming across.
Yeah, we don't have any dramatic music right now, but we are going to rate this episode. And everybody, since this episode is entitled Loki and it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're going to give it the Infinity Stone rating. So,
yes, sir.
As everybody knows, there are 6 Infinity Stones. So on a scale of 1 to 6, Phenom, what would you rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 6? How many Infinity Stones does it get?
I think this episode was a 4. 4 out of
4
6.
Infinity Stones?
Yeah. And like I said, I teeter between 3 and 4. But I gave it 4 because, it can't be entertained. Like it had enough talking in it that made sense. It made me mad. So I was engaged. So yeah, I give it 4 out of 6. I think it's gonna be action packed going forward. So I think it's gonna be consistent, no less than 4 going forward. But I've been disappointed before. So but I give it a strong 4.
Okay. All right. Cool. So
that was weird. I lost them for a second.
You did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm here now. I'm here now. All right.
All right. Yeah, cool. All right. So look, I tell you what, Ali, do you want to give your rating on this? So if Phenom is giving it 4 Infinity Stones, Ali, what would you give this rating? Out of 6 Infinity Stones, how many Infinity Stones does this get?
Out of 6, I'm kind of like him. I'm teetering like 3.5. But I like the fight scenes. For real, all the fight scenes were pretty good, especially with Lady Loki. That was pretty good. I mean, I don't have to say not too much happened because it's like stuff happened, but it was just like, I don't know. The story, as far as moving the plot along, it was the only thing is like you said, the main thing was learning that the TVA workers aren't test tube babies. They were real people, variants or what have you. So that let us know the TVA is a little shady. So besides that, it's just Loki and Shorty on the planet trying to get off, and really the beginning you had the action, and then the end the action. I give it a 4. I'm not gonna give it a 4, just like my man Phenom. We don't run it like that, but
okay.
I ain't to lie, y'all. I'm a little bit worried, man.
Okay. All right.
Where before I wasn't as worried, I'm kind of worried now, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can see that. I can see that.
All right. Well, so you're giving it 4. Phenom is giving it 4. I feel the same way. This episode didn't do anything different than the previous 2 episodes. I felt that this episode really was just a continuation of the story. The only really thing that grabbed me out of this episode was the information about the variants, and that the variants, really were not created by the timekeepers, that they're really actual people that they plucked out of the timeline. I thought that was huge information to know. I did like the dynamic energy between Sylvie and Loki. But the thing is I just felt that this was an episode of just transitioning to what's really supposed to happen. And I'm a little worried about this too, because we're in episode 3. And we only have 3 more episodes left. And I'm like, look, they have really got to start getting things moving. So, all right. I almost, because of the plot holes that we heard earlier, I was close to giving this a 3, but I'm going to stick with my original, and I'm going to go with 4 Infinity Stones for this episode. But man, if they don't do something quick, I really am starting to get a little concerned about this. But I'm hanging on, because I know this information is crucial for things to possibly come down the line. But right now, 4 Infinity Stones for me. 4 Infinity Stones.
There it goes. 4s across the board.
4s across the board. All right.
Yeah.
One of these
days,
days,
song possible.
Yeah.
Put that shit like a Spade's hand.
Everybody went bored. Everybody went bored, yo.
Yeah, everybody went bored. Like, that's like, yo, somebody sandbagging like a bitch. Like,
hey, I'll be glad if they sandbag, yo. I mean, like, if we give it a 4, I can't wait for it to be a 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I'm in your camp, Ali, yo. I mean, it's teetering, man. It's teetering in the WandaVision territory, in my opinion, man.
No, it's definitely as bad as WandaVision.
No,
I got real hate towards WandaVision. But no,
I'm not even gonna lie. If I was rating WandaVision, I would have been giving 5s, and in some episodes would have got 6 Infinity Stones for me. Even on Captain America and Winter Soldier, that same. And it was, I would have had 6 Infinity Stones. Fill out the gauntlet on that. Some of those episodes.
Yeah, I mean, with it's not even like these are bad episodes. Like, all the episodes have been solid, but I just haven't been blown away. I mean, it's good acting. I don't know what it is. Maybe like this TVA thing. Like, you already know. I tell you, Corey, many times, I'm not like a multiverse dude. Right. I don't know anything about the comics, but just all this multiverse and this and that. Like, we just going too many things. I like to say focus. So, just in general, like, it's not my thing. So, I mean, but all the episodes, like, I like Owen Wilson as Mobius, and Loki's cool. Lady Loki's cool. Like casting, it's not like a casting thing. It's not like an acting thing. Right. I think it's more of just a story thing for me.
Story thing. I agree. Yeah, and that's even with like WandaVision, the story could have been better if they had those 2 beginning throwaway episodes that you had to pay attention to and get all the Easter eggs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it got better towards the end, but Marvel spends so much time grabbing us. I mean, they're lucky we're loyal Marvel people, and we want to see everything Marvel. Because other than that, I'd have been tuned out of the Marvel, because Winter Soldier was good. I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah. But WandaVision kind of had me like, why they make these characters prominent? Why they give them a whole episode? I mean, a whole season. And then Loki, I mean, I like Loki so much in the Marvel universe because of stuff he do. It's just like, do I need 6? This makes me realize, do I need 6 episodes of Loki? And I don't.
Yeah, the Loki series, out of all 3, WandaVision, Winter Soldier, and Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki is the least ranked for me. Not that it's bad, but it's just the least ranked for me as far as watchability. But I'm still really enjoying the show. You already guys know my take on WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. I loved both of those shows, and I really love the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. And the reason why I love those 2 episodes is because they set up the universe. I know you want to say it. I love them. Loved them. I love those first 2 episodes because they set up the universe of what we need to know in episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I mean, you can't do those other episodes unless you set up episodes 1 and 2. You just can't. Now,
the only way
it might have
the
been hard
first
to get
episode
through.
was they would have casted Ricky Ricardo and Lucy. I feel like I was watching I Love Lucy without.
But you're supposed to.
And it was horrible. But it was horrible. Like I don't want to say I Love Lucy with Edith.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Right. With WandaVision, you're not supposed to understand why you're seeing it because you are put into her reality like everybody else in the town. Everybody else in the town got hit with that right at that moment, the same way that we're coming into the show. We don't know what the hell is going on because we're in her reality. The reason why she was basing it off of those movie sitcoms is because that's what she watched and that's what made her happy when she was a kid. So she wanted to bring the happiness into this world. And the only thing that she remembers of making her happy was watching those sitcoms when she was a kid.
But I mean,
I understood that from, but go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is like,
I understand what you're saying, Corey. I mean, you put up a strong argument or a strong,
Yo, I'm gonna go to bat on WandaVision, yo. It was good.
But that shit didn't hit. Like, just think all that explaining you had to do just then for somebody even to understand what the fuck was going on. Like, right. No, I'm not into it. I'm not hardcore. But I think that's what it is. Like, I'm not hardcore into this.
Right.
It's already it was already a character that I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, but no, I was just saying it was already a character Wanda and Vision that I gave 2 fucks about. Who gives a fuck about Vision, yo? Let my man pluck the dot off your forehead. You was gone. I wasn't. Nobody was. Look, when he died, nobody was sad. Like when Iron Man died, motherfuckers was in the theater crying. Like when he died, nobody gave a fuck. Like honestly, so
that's true.
I mean, there was just like there's 2 side characters, and there was just too much for me.
But, you know what, man? When I was watching it, yo, after the first episode, I kind of made the Dave Chappelle Dylon face show. When I watched it, I was like, okay, it's setting up something. And then it came, I was like this. Yo, I mean, what the fuck did I just watch? Yo, I mean, like this ain't had no kind of tie to anything, just a sitcom. I'm like, I hope this bullshit don't last. But then gave you like little spoilers, like somebody was watching them or what have you, and the commercials made sense. But you know, to defend Corey a little bit, it tied together because we saw her childhood when she was watching the VCR tapes of the old sitcoms that her dad gave, and then the parents died and all that stuff. But it tied those first 2 episodes together, so it made sense. But it was still hard to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean like, I'm not gonna lie, it can be hard to.
Can't start laughing yet, man. It ain't on the screen yet, man. I can't start laughing yet, man. Go ahead, keep talking, man. Just keep talking.
Look, I understand what everybody's arguing is. I had that. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and I can't go against that. I mean, look, I can get why people do have some apprehension watching those first 2, maybe even 3 episodes of WandaVision, because I get it. It's really out the blue. It has no explanation. You don't know what the hell is going on. I get it. And the reason why I was able to sit through it is because I had some comic book lore and knowledge that I understood that WandaVision was based off of the House of M comic. So because I knew that what we were seeing was an alternate reality that Wanda had created, because in the comic of M, she creates an alternate reality when her kids die. And I knew there were no kids involved, but I figured that she was probably creating an alternate reality because of Vision's death in Endgame. So that's why I knew how to get through those first 2 episodes, because I knew that. And I got to understand that a lot of the general audience does it. So when the general audience like yourself is watching it, they're like, what the fuck is this? You know, so I get it.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Dylon, and Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
Oh man, you crazy, yo.
Oh, let me turn it off before we get in some trouble.
Yeah.
Looking for feedback?
No, I mean, like,
95% of people get more data more easily after switching to Typeform, a form that flows like a conversation, one question at a time and personalized for every respondent.
Watch everyone comment on it, give my honest, brutal opinion about it. Like right now, I'm trying to, hopefully it doesn't turn me into the Russian judge, yo. It's gonna be hard for me to score anything higher than that. It's gonna have to blow my socks off.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, before you go, Ollie, we do got a comment here, and then we're gonna try to wrap this up. Hold on, I'm gonna hit this comment, okay? All right.
Here it goes. The comments about to play here now.
Is it the House of M or House of L? Because
okay.
I don't know if you're saying that because of Superman, or I just don't remember the name of the comic. I'm not trying to.
All right. I am saying the House of M as in Mary. So yes, there's a comic book that came out called the House of M, and it's based off. It has Wanda in it. Scarlet Witch. So yeah, the House of L. Yeah, I can see where. And I'm sorry if I said House of L. I did not mean that because we're not talking about DC and Superman.
Beyonce got a clothing line called the House of L.
M
House of Darion.
Oh, close enough.
All right, I got another comment, Ollie. Let me know.
Hey, Corey, like I said earlier, you keep talking for a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and hit that play. Hit the play, yo. I'm watching over here.
All right, man. Whenever you get this thing, hold on, this thing. All right, cool.
Yeah, so it's this little delay. So
Hey guys, we've had WandaVision, we've had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, now we have Loki. I know this might be a little bit early to ask because Loki hasn't wrapped up, but I'm going to ask it anyways. How do you rate these shows from best to worst?
Right.
All right. So, Ali, I'll go to you first, then Phenom, then I'll end it. He wants to know, how do you rate the 3 Disney series from best to worst? Loki, WandaVision, and Falcon Winter Soldier. Ali, you first.
Oh, this is easy to me because, I know Loki isn't done yet, so who knows, it might do something crazy. But beyond that, unless they don't go like some all-out Reggie Miller against the Knicks hitting 12 points in 5 seconds, it's definitely Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, then WandaVision. WandaVision is like Timberwolves.
Oh, man. What about you, Phenom?
Yeah. So I think it's definitely Falcon Winter Soldier, definitely Loki. Then it's the Dallas Cowboys. Then WandaVision. And I'm a football team fan all day, every day. If I like the Cowboys more than I like WandaVision, then it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, WandaVision, like I said, I echo Ollie. I don't give a fuck about WandaVision. I hated her. Mm-hmm. I hated Wanda in the movie in Ultron. Her stupid faces when she's holding up buildings and teleporting and all that. Moving shit. It just didn't do nothing for me. And it's a whole 6-episode season of her, and hijacking people and kidnapping people, and so she can feel good about herself and be safe. I didn't give a fuck about that. Know what I mean? So
I know.
That's all right. How I feel about it.
Okay.
For
me, Falcon Winter Soldier is top for me. WandaVision is actually a close second. I just gravitated towards Falcon Winter Soldier more. WandaVision is a close second, and then Loki's third for me. I know you guys hate WandaVision. I loved it. I loved it. So there we go. So and look, man, and that'll do it. Go ahead.
Like more than WandaVision. Liver and onions.
All right. Let's go with that.
What else? moldy toast. Stale gum. I don't know. I'm about to make a list of things I like more than WandaVision.
Oh my gosh, we are definitely going to end this now. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Corey, I ain't just see you on the island. Honestly, me and Phenom are probably on the island because a lot of people liked it. I just didn't understand. I didn't get the love. Yeah. But and it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and that's what I get. I understand completely why you guys feel that way, and it's nothing wrong with that at all. And look, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to this show of our episode and spoiler review of Loki episode 3, and of course a lot of other stuff we talked about like WandaVision and Game of Thrones and all the other good jazz. Thank you for listening to This Is It. You can go ahead, hit that like button, share it, subscribe to the channel. You can find us on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Google, and Apple. I'm Corey Roy. You can always find me at Corey Roy _ on Instagram. Ali, where can they find you, my brother?
You can find me nowhere. This is it. Honestly, this is it, yo. This _is_it podcast. So find us on Instagram. Give us a follow there. You know, we're always posting up stuff. Corey's been holding us down for the last week or so. So good job there. Definitely subscribe to YouTube. This is it, yo. If you're listening, watching, whatever, wherever you're listening or watching, yo, please just give us a like, a follow, anything. You know, it's all greatly appreciated. You know, we don't have some people listen from all across the world, so yo, the interwebs is crazy, yo. Definitely makes a big planet. You know what I'm saying? Connected, small world. It turns everything into a small world. So, you know what I'm saying? Give us a like, a follow, share it. If you enjoyed it, share it to your friends, and also join in, yo. Whenever you can, join in on the conversation, yo. That's all I can say.
Absolutely, man. And last but not least, Phenom. Tell them what's up, brother.
Yo, Phenom 202. You can find me on all streaming platforms because I stream everywhere, even though I ain't got shit up there. But you know, hey, this is. I'm really feeling this Loki breakdown. I think, you know, with the comments, you know, we got a lot of comic book heads out there all across the world. You know what I mean? And I love to hear people's different perspectives. Corey, you do a good job not jumping off the cliff and yelling at us when we don't like WandaVision.
Yes.
You always gonna catch this WandaVision slander. But you know, it's a good thing, man. I think we're doing a good service to the people, man, but giving honest opinions, not the fanboy, Marvel can't do anything wrong type breakdown. So, you know, give us a follow. We talk that real.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And look, everybody, as I always say, man, it's good having everybody on. Ali, Phenom, yo, we doing this together, man. It's a good thing. Everybody, don't forget, subscribe to This Is It. We're on Instagram and YouTube. Hit us up. We are there. And that's it, family. And as I always say, everyone, please be safe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Yep.
Peace. Everybody be safe out there.